What's going on, everybody? This is Emiraza, and in this video, I want to show you guys the quickest and the easiest way to add custom fonts to Kajabi, even if you are on the basic plan. So, if you do not have the pro, if you're not on the pro plan of Kajabi and you do not have access to the code editor, you'd still be able to follow along this tutorial and be able to add custom fonts to your page. And in the fastest way. Okay. So before I dive into adding some custom fonts to this page, I want to show you guys the different kinds of formats out there. Okay. So let's see. All right. So there are different types of font formats. There's ODF or TTF, WOF, WOF2, SVG, EOT. Now these are the fonts that are supported by major browsers, and we'll have to play along with any of these type to get to add the fonts to the page. Just for the sake of this video, I am gonna go to 1001fonts.com and I'm gonna download some random fonts from here. So let's say let's look for something like this one, Christmas Shine. um, you can use this for personal use, but to use it for commercial purpose you may have to pay for this. Anyway, so I downloaded Christmas Shine and it's on my desktop and I extracted it. So if I go inside of the folder, I'm going to find that this has the OTF version, which stands for Open Type Font. Okay. So these are the two fonts. One is the italic version and one is the normal version of it. So I'm going to use this one on the Kajabi page. So in order to make your font load on this page, make your font load inside of your Kajabi page, you need to host your font somewhere. um, since I believe that you're not having access to the pro version, the pro plan of Kajabi, and you're not able to go inside of the theme editor and upload your font. For that reason, I'm gonna show you guys to host your font somewhere on a platform that gives you access to host up to 20 GB of files. So if you go to cloudinary.com, you can host fonts like a zillion font over here, because you get access to host up to 20 GB of free spaces. So I'm gonna simply drag and drop it inside of my Cloudinary account. So it's a free Cloudinary. It's like a free account. You can set it up. It only takes a couple of minutes to set this up, and then when you signs up for this, go to media library and basically you can upload it to media library. So I uploaded to media library and it's called Christmas Shine over here. Now the next step is basically to go to your Kajabi account, go to settings, go to custom codes. Now at the top of the custom codes, here is where you need to write the code. I'm going to paste the code inside of the description of this video. So the code is it's basically this code: add font face, source, and the curly braces. So copy this. I'm going to paste this in the description. Basically, just copy it and paste it over here. So it's going to be at the rate font minus space curly braces font family. Here is where you're going to name your font family, and here is where you put the description of your font family that you hosted. So in this case, I'm going to name my font as maybe something like Christmas Christmas font, and just copy that. And here, for the URL, you need to go to your Cloudinary and copy the URL of the URL that's of your font. Okay, copy that and paste it on Cloudinary. Paste it inside of this bracket. Once you do that, click on save and wait for Kajabi to save your code. Once that is done, you need to basically find a place where you want to add your font. So in my case, I'm gonna add it. Let's say I'm gonna add a text block over here. I'm gonna add the font, the Christmas font, to that text block. So scroll down, look for the text block, add it. Okay, wait for it. Now the text block has been added. Now I'm gonna apply the Christmas font to this particular text. So to do that, you need to open up here, click on the source code, okay, and then you're gonna find that there are different types of tags. So they're gonna be, I'm gonna be in this video, I'm gonna show you some of the major tags. Okay, so from h1 to, I'm gonna go over that, but for now just see, you need to find the the closing bracket. Okay, this is the closing bracket, and just build, just before that you need to type in style. There are two versions to do it. I'm going to show you the first version and then I'm going to show you the second version. So you can type in style and then type in font family and name of the font family that you, so it was Christmas font. I hope I'm right. Christmas font. So that, I'm going to make sure that it's the correct thing. Okay. As you can see, the font doesn't load over here. Let me make sure. Christmas font, go over here. Should have copied that. Okay. Um. Okay. So I spelled it wrong. Now, as you can see, the font has been added over here. So this was the first way to do it. That was through adding, typing in style equals to then the font family and blah blah blah. Okay, this is the first way to do it. I would like you to follow the easier way, that is through classes. So go back to your code editor, back, custom code, go back to the custom code, and just below this type in the class. So I can create a class. A class, to create a class, you just need to type in a dot and then the class name. So I'm gonna call my class as Christmas class, for instance, and then just type in two curly braces, and between these curly braces, um, type in the same thing: font family, Christmas font. Okay, whatever you name your font, just type the same thing over here, and then copy the class. Just copy the class and save it again. Once you save it, go back to the place where you want to add the custom font. So for instance, I want to add the custom font to now to Lorem Ipsum, to this particular placeholders. Okay, so you can just click on this code, custom code button over here, source code button over here. That's gonna bring up your editor, and here type in class equals to and two double quotes, and or you can use single quotes, class equals to name of the class, so Christmas class. Okay, this was the second way to do it. So do that, and as you can see, the Christmas class has been added. So I'm gonna go to places. For instance, let's say, for instance, like over here, hi, I'm gonna add it to the Christmas class to hi, I am Michaela Dunbar. Okay, so just the h2 tag, just before the h2 tag, you can just type in class equals to name of the class, Christmas class. Okay. Now I'm going to also show you something called nesting. Nesting is something that is going to make so much, make the fonts thing so much interesting. Okay. So let me first of all go back and delete it, delete the place where I added Christmas class. So basically I added this, hi, I am Michael Dunbar. Now I added the Christmas class to this thing. So the Christmas font has been applied to this. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. So it's H2. So that, speaking about tags, there's six different, I mean, there are three major kind of tags that I want to go over. That is the H1. So we have the H1 tag, which starts which looks like something like this, H1, and it goes from H1 to H2, H3, H4, H5, and all the way to H6. H1 being the largest font size. Then you have the P tag, which stands for paragraph. So these are all P tags over here. And if you want to add the classes, the font to your paragraph, you can just type in, just do the same thing. Copy the class name where the P tag start, just give a space and type in the P tag name. And type in the class name. Okay. There are the types of tags that I wanted to talk about. So there's the H1 and all the way to H6 tag. Then there's the P tag. Then you have the span. So you're gonna notice a lot of span. So it's span over here. Span is something which is going to be helpful when you want to nesting. Nesting is like, mean, adding something inside of something. So I'm gonna go over span as again as well, and then there's the list item and UL and LI. Now, I'm not gonna make it more complicated, so I just want to keep this video simple. Um, I went into the detail because I wanted to cover this in detail. Anyway, so let me show you some more tricks. um, so let's say I remove the class from hi, I'm Michael Dunbar. Now, oops, I think I removed that. Let me just check, let me just make sure. Okay, I didn't remove it. So let me remove this for now, and let me remove this as well. Okay. Now let's say there is some heading text. Let me show you from the beginning. Over here, I'm gonna add another text block. Click on this. I'm gonna add a text block. Once the text block is added, wait for it. So let's say I do not want to add the entire, I mean the font family of Christmas to the entire text over here. Maybe I just want to add it to a word, or maybe to a word over here. For example, build a successful business. I want build a successful online business to be in a different form. So all I need to do is just click on edit over here. Okay. I need to wrap this in a span. Now, to wrap this in a span, the easiest way to do it is just do this. Just select the text, and over here, just change the color. Okay, just change the color to something like black. Okay, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just change the change the color. Okay, or change or make it underline, or then you can remove the underline. Anyway, just change the color. Okay, now when you click over here and you click on the source code button over here, you're gonna find that this thing, build an online business, is wrapped in a span. It's wrapped inside of a span. So now you, let's say you want to add the Christmas font to build a successful online business. So all you need to do is just before the closing tag, just before the closing bracket, just type in the class name. So class equals to Christmas, and then click on OK. Once you do that, you're going to find that this thing, just this particular sentence, or that I wrapped, that I changed the color for, is now a different color. I mean, is now a different font. Now, let's say you want to make the entire thing, um, let's see. Now you can change the color back to the color you need. Okay, and the font would stay the same. So build a successful online business. I can change the color back to, let's see. Um, You can just click on custom and just add the color code that you want to add. Save that, and that should be it. So I hope this was helpful, and if you guys have any question regarding this, leave a comment below, and I'll try my best to address it. Also, there's one last thing that I want to cover is sometime the font family. I've been doing this for a while on Kajabi. I have noticed that sometimes the even the font for family is on TTF or OTF and WOF and WOF2. Sometimes you need to play around with the font family. I mean the font format. Okay, so sometimes even the font format is TTF, it still wouldn't load inside of Kajabi. Then there's a simple trick to and a way around that. That is to just convert the font. So you can just go to Google and type in convert uh, TTF font to WOF, and just upload your font, convert it, and then upload it to Cloudinary and try that when and if it doesn't load. So hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much.